My neighbors made me a meatloaf like this with a black power fist. So they feeling guilty. They feeling guilty around here. I'm letting them too.
What did they say when they dropped off the Black Power meatloaf?
What can you say? Just hand it to them. Just hand it to you. That's it.
Just, I understand what you're going through, and I'm
That's
an
it.
ally. Here's a meatloaf with a Black Power.
Black power meatloaf. Here you go.
This is another episode of Stand Up, Playback, Sommore.
Yes.
Now, first off, Queen, I noticed that your house is very, very nice. That's a very nice quarantine situation. I'm at my mama's house.
This is a nice spot. Okay, we're gonna put it right here on it. Don't go outside of this frame now. This
Like that thing look like a white linen party. That shit is
white
nice.
white spot. You know, this is when you made it, when everything is white. This is it.
So I've always had the utmost respect for you.
Thank you.
This is a picture of me sweating my ass off backstage at the Comedy Club Stardome. That
Oh my
is
God.
from 2002,
Hilarious.
if I'm not mistaken, because that's the FUBU suit. That was the only suit I had.
And why do I look like
performed in.
Patti LaBelle? Why do I look like Patti LaBelle, yo? Like really? And I'm giving you the pat on the chest like you'll get there one day. You know, like
Yeah. I clearly wasn't funny that night. It's okay.
No. And I only probably had like 10 minutes more worth of jokes than you. Really.
You gave me a piece of advice that I wish I'd have taken to this day, that I wish a young comic would take. If I were starting now, I would wear the same outfit my entire career until I make it.
Yep, I did.
Just
and I
so
believe
people
that.
could know I ain't made it yet.
Yep, exactly. I tell people that all the time. If I was starting out right now, I would get me a tuxedo and I would wear that tuxedo every single time. So people would be like, oh man, you mean the girl with the tuxedo? So yeah, I would. Just to find something to stand out.
So this clip that we're about to play of yours, this first clip, this is 19 years ago, the original Queens of Comedy. It was you and Ms. Laura and Monique and my dog Adele Gibbons, and you all took the world by storm. But before we play this clip, let me ask you, when Comic View passed on me one year, and you know, like any comedian that can't get on Comic View, you get angry for a minute.
Def Jam passed on me, so I get it. Yeah, they passed on me. The first year that I tried to get on Def Jam, they passed. So I get it. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
You bullshitting.
Yeah, they did.
What kind of snubs are these in your resume?
That's good though. That's good. It only made you go harder.
So I spent the next year watching Comic View every night, and I cataloged every topic that every comedian breached on the show. And so it gave you a science of what the bookers were looking for versus what Black people were laughing at versus what comics were just copying other. So you're trying to see who's similar versus who's original. You kind of split into different columns. So
you were that deep at that young age?
Why do you not like me? Well, who the do you like? So I'm going to find out, and I'm going to document it, and I'm going to have statistical data to know exactly where I need to get better. Because,
oh my God.
Because people just say, just keep doing your thing.
That's what you need to do. I can't believe that. Are you serious? You were that deep into it. But I get it though. I get it. Go ahead. Yeah.
So what I saw in your material was that you essentially performed for your message was to the ladies. It was to women, and the men are just here along for the ride. Y'all can get up and go use the bathroom, whatever you want.
Right.
I'm here to talk to them. And because you were talking to them, of course, men want to understand women more. So you had our undivided attention as well. Was that intentional, or was that just something you gravitated towards naturally, creatively, like as you started building your act in that time?
Well, you got to understand, like, I was 22 years old, excited about life, excited about being a stand-up comedian, excited about living on my own, excited about being on my own, excited about traveling, excited about the world, excited about being on stage. So I wanted to talk about the things that excited me. And my freedom and my sexual and me being a sexual being was exciting to me. And me learning how to use my sexuality to seduce the world, That excited me. And so that's what I spoke about.
All right, well, this is some more 2001, The Queens of Comedy.
I'm not gonna have any children unless I'm married. I'm for real. That. A bitch might dress like a Power Ranger, but I need help. I ain't no strong motherfucker when it comes to being strong like that. Cause y'all women kill me when y'all be too strong. Y'all be walking around telling me I don't need a man for I pay my own bills, pay my own rent. I don't need a man for But as soon as a man real good, you give him a key to all your I
know you. Oh, the back is out.
That I need help from the gate. I'm for real, and I see the reality of marriage. See, marriage to me is a lot different than other people see it. See, marriage to me is a lot like going to an amusement park. You know how you go to an amusement park and you get inside and you're riding all the rides, just having yourself a real good time, just riding all the rides. Then all of a sudden you start walking around and you start seeing all these big, pretty, fluffy ass animals that you could win. So now you decide that you got to have your one. So now you play all the games that you have to play in order for you to get your one. Then you spend up all the money that you have to spend up in order for you to win your one. Finally, you got your one. Now you're walking around the fairground with this big, pretty mother and everybody see you. But after a while, you realize that you can't ride no more rides because you got this big bitch with you. See, I just want to ride all night long.
Yo.
Yes.
Yo. That joke still stands up. You know that, right?
It still stands up. But it depends on where you are in life. It depends on where you are in life. So it spoke volumes to a lot of women and men as well. You know, you play the games to win you a teddy bear, but then you realize once you get this teddy bear, it takes you out the game. You at the park, you can't get on no more rides. It's the truth.
Did you know at the time that what you were doing was so ahead of the curve? Like you're literally it's women's empowerment. Lady, go out here and ride these rides. I don't want no stuff down. I want to ride. It's what? But God said, "He who find a husband, you were supposed to be cooking for." He was like, "No, get you some dick, get all that you want to get, and have a good time."
I love joke writing. Like that is my thing. Like I absolutely love joke writing, and segues are my thing. Like I will not sleep until I have the proper segue to get to my point.
I can't believe I have to say this. Hold that thought. Keep rolling.
Okay.
My son locked my girlfriend out the house. That's insane. 4-year-olds, man, I'm telling you. So then to that point about writing and keeping material fresh, I feel like that's where coronavirus is really going to force a lot of comedians into a new place if they hadn't been writing new material.
I love it.
Because everything you've been doing pre-corona, don't nobody even want to talk about that no more. You got 40 million people unemployed. We already at 100,000 dead and climbing. People are going to be in pain for a long time. And it's going to force us creatively to have to address that on stage. You have to talk about the new world that we're in, because I think
they're not gonna accept the message from just anyone. You know, you got to know that too. They're not going to accept the message from just anyone.
I think any joke you wrote before Kobe Bryant died probably won't work now.
Probably won't. I don't even know who I'm going to be outside of this. I've never drank this much in my life. I've never weighed this much in my life. I know people at the grocery store. These motherfuckers like, we didn't even know you lived around here. Like, I've been to the grocery store more than I've been to the club. Okay, so like I'm a whole new person. Okay.
So I want to look at another one of your clips. This is 2008 from your hour special, "The Queen Stands Alone." Now, this is one of I think this outfit is probably one of my top 3 favorite Sommore outfits of all time.
This was a big mistake. First of all, you never wear sequins on the lights. That shirt turned into aluminum foil. Okay. at the end of the show. I was sweating like James Brown at the end of the show. My eyebrows was off. My bang was stuck to my head.
You didn't
It
take
was
like
awful.
a titty sweat pat break in between, and then
No,
like
I did. I did. I did. I had tape on my titties. I had to take the tape off my titties. We took several breaks. The mic got wet. Oh, it was a hot freaking mess. Yeah, I will never wear sequins again, ever, in a filming. Yeah, I had sequins and I had a weave right here. So I had put extra hair on right here. So halfway in, the hair was sweaty, the sequence was hot, the titties was wet. It was awful.
I wish people would know how hard it is to make television. It's
It is
so
so
hard.
hard. Yeah, and because I'm the executive producer of my specials, I'm in on everything. I'm in on the lighting, I'm in on the seating. It was a lot. It was a lot, but I love it, every minute of it.
Dope. Okay, well, this is 2008. The Queen stands alone, sweating in some sequins.
First of all, I support rap. I do. I support rap. Do you realize? That's right. Do you realize because of rap music, we have more young black millionaires than ever before? Oh, yeah. See, the beauty about rap is you can't live rap music. Rap music is a fantasy. It's not a reality. You think about this. You work hard 40 hours a week. You try to pay your bills, save as much money as you can. Don't you want to hear about a mother balling out? I do. I want to hear about how many bitches you got, what kind of rims you're riding on, how you blinging out, pouring champagne on bitches, because I can't and I ain't doing that with my money. So I want to hear about it.
I do.
But you can't live rap music. I learned this shit when I listened to T.I.'s last CD. T.I. came in on that bitch. T.I. said, I buy keys by the threes. When I chirp, shorty chirp back. Louis knapsack where I'm holding all the work at. What you know about that? What you know about that? I'm sitting in this bitch, I'm like, oh, this shit cold-blooded. What I didn't realize was T.I. was talking about cocaine. I'm in this bitch singing this shit to the top of my lungs. I buy keys by the threes when I church. I ain't got a motherfucking Tylenol on me. But I'm feeling this shit.
Wait, pause it right there. When you talk about rappers, does it get back to them?
I did a joke, I think in this special, about Fantasia, and to this day, I think she still kind of, every time I see her, she kind of looks at me sideways. Because for a long time, people thought that I was Fantasia. Like, especially white people would think that I'm Fantasia. Like when Fantasia won, oh my God, they thought I was Fantasia.
She had the short hair, and you had the short with the...
Exactly. What I always tell people, if I talk about you, then you're special. Period.
All right, let's keep going.
Right. You can't live the rap music. Then you can't believe everything the rappers say. You can't. It's entertainment. Do you realize that these young millionaires got so much money now that they putting diamonds in their teeth? Diamonds in their teeth. The first time I heard the Grill song by Nelly, the Grill song me up. Nelly came in on the track. Nelly said, dun, 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 dun. 30 down at the bottom, 30 more at the top. That's 60 teeth. God damn, that's a lot. I said, this got so much money, he done bought 28 more teeth. God damn. This is balling.
Yo.
And I love that it's such a subtle, subtle, smart joke, because you know how many teeth you're supposed to have in your mouth.
Yes.
So you can laugh, and in the back of your mind, you're doing the math. How many teeth am I supposed to have?
30 down at the bottom, 30 more at the top. That's 60 teeth. God damn, that's a lot. You're supposed to have 60 teeth. Yeah. So it just shows that, my jokes are very analytical, and then I pick the little things out, and I love it. I love it when the audience gets it. There's nothing better than when they get it, right?
I think people get a message more when they feel like they're not being taught. If that makes sense.
It makes sense. And I think the more honest you are, like one of the jokes that I wrote, and I absolutely love it, and I did it on a special where it's called All the Queen's Men. It said, for some reason, we living in a society where people won't listen to the police. I said, like the police tell you to stop, put your hands up, we won't put them up. But the DJ tell you to stop, put your hands up, we put them up and let them stay there and let them stay there. Like, and it is, and people like, wait a minute, that's funny as shit. And it's the truth. It is the truth. So I think that as long as you're honest and you make it funny, people can accept it.
Well, when I tell you this, I mean it. You are one of the greats.
Thank you. I
The
appreciate
material
it.
that you've done has emboldened the next generation of young comedians, especially the ladies, as they used to say back in the day. When the comedy clubs open back up, are you gonna just hang out in the club? This is why I'm scared of being back in the club. Everybody say 6 feet. 6 feet is based on casual conversation.
Right.
A laugh is not a casual exhale from your
exactly.
From
And you know, black people, when we laugh, we like to hit each other. We do. We got to touch you and stuff. Yeah, we got to touch you and laugh. We got to. Yeah, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, everybody gonna have corona. Thank you so much. Is there anything that you wanted to plug?
Just go to Sommore.com. I'll see y'all after this is all over.
Indeed. All right. Well, enjoy your white linen furniture.
Thank you, Roy. I appreciate you.